Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
So, my dear students, now in this video we are discussing contrivances for cross pollination. In the previous video we discussed like controversies for self pollination we discussed. So that's why in this video let us have a look on the controversies, means adaptations for the process of cross pollination. So let us complete. So in our CBSE textbook point of view, same information only they have given a side heading as outbreeding devices. What is the term? Outbreeding devices. Now let us start to discuss one by one. So there like 6 side headings are there. My dear students, initially I am saying these 6 side headings at any cost before appearing in NEET examination at any cost must be there in your mind. Why? Because last year, before last year I think so, they have given one question. So from this concept. So that's why at any cost. So these 6 side headings information must be there in your mind. Am I right? Now let us start to discuss one by one. Slowly only let us go, but let us learn effectively. Listen carefully. Now first one, diclony or unisexuality. Diclony or unisexuality. So diclony is nothing but unisexuality, or unisexuality is nothing but diclony. Okay, now there unisexuality is nothing but presence of unisexual flowers. Presence of unisexual flowers means either one, means either male or female, either one particular reproductive system is there, means so definitely, so that kind of flowers definitely enhances the process of cross pollination. So best examples are papaya and one more is date palm. So date palm and papaya are the best examples of unisexual flowers. Diclony or unisexuality. Next one, dichogamy. Dichogamy point of view. So what is the term of dichogamy means? So once you see here, dichogamy is nothing but in many bisexual flowers of the plants, stamens and carpels of a flower do not mature at the same time. Means when, so here even though both reproductive systems are present on the same flower, present on the same flower, means that particular flower we will be calling as bisexual flower only. No, even in a bisexual flower condition also definitely chances are there for cross pollination. Why, sir? How? What is a main interesting factors are there? Means there the stamens and the carpels of a flower do not mature at the same time. In a same flower, but maturation time or the duration is a difference is there. So even though both are present together in a single flower, male flower develops earlier than the female one, or female flower develops earlier than the male flower. So in that particular case, even though both are present on the same flower, definitely favorable only to the cross pollination. Point you understood. Now in these plants, so pollen release and stigma receptivity are not synchronized. This word already while explanation of board examination or board information also I said to remember. Synchronized means here in these kind of plants, pollen release and stigma receptivity. After pollens or pollen grains which are released from the anther and the stigma which will receive the pollen grains. That's why pollen release and stigma receptivity I have written. So both processes are not synchronized. Suppose rendume synchronize avuna, so what is the process we can see? Self pollination or autogamy we can see. Suppose if both processes are not synchronized means, so they are definitely favorable to the cross pollination. Next one, dichogamy is of two types. So the process of dichogamy, so our knowledge point of view, we have been divided into two types. So there, what are those? Protandry and one more is protogyny. If protandry point of view, when a anther of a flower mature earlier than the carpels, protandry. Once you see, once you read this, protandry, andry. So we are getting off somewhat like clear information. Okay, somewhat information regarding, okay, here we are discussing regarding protandry means andrecium. Getting somewhat information. So based on that we can move forward. What is that? When the anthers of a flower matures, anthers of a flower matures earlier than the carpels. Carpels are the members of gynoecium only, no? So thereby that particular condition we will be calling as a protandrous condition. So best examples are Salvinia. Don't forget, important. Okay, Salvinia, sunflower. Sunflower scientific name we discussed, like a Helianthus annivus. Next one, cotton, and one more is Capsella. Shepherd's spouse, likewise we see, Okay, so next one, once you see protandrous condition, Salvinia, sunflower, cotton, and one more is Capsella. Okay, so these are all different types of examples of protandrous condition. Next one, protogyny. Can you guess? Protogyny means the carpels of the flowers matures earlier than the stamens. Okay, means here in this particular case, carpels development is there. Carpels development is there earlier than the stamens. So definitely it occurs in a few plants. So this kind of a phenomenon also we can observe in where ficus species. In a ficus species and a Saraka indica, Ashok plant. Saraka indica is a scientific name of Ashok plant. Okay, next one, Aristolochia, and most of the plants of Cruciferaceae and one more is Rosaceae family members. Examples, so why actually it is a well-known one only, but examples we would like to discuss. I would like to discuss more and more. That's why. So I have brought different types of examples to give you. Now protogyny point of view, so protogyny information we can see in ficus species. Ficus species means banyan tree we see, people plant, people or fig plant we will be saying, adida ficus species, and one more is a Saraka indica, Aristolochia, and most of the plants Cruciferaceae and Rosaceae family. Next one, Chasmogamy or anthesis. Try to remember carefully. This anthesis, even in our school examinations also, this one I will ask so many times. Anthesis is nothing but opening of a floral bud in the form of a flower. If blooming floral bud, so floral bud definitely flower. So that one, the particular opening of a floral bud into a flower, we will be calling as anthesis. Don't forget, chasmogamy or anthesis is nothing but opening of a floral bud in the form of a flower is called as anthesis. Next one, hercogamy. Hercogamy is nothing but which one? In some plants, morphological barriers are there. Morphological barriers. So morphological barriers are formed. Here, suppose if they would like to ask related to the hercogamy means this particular word definitely they will mention. So that's why this particular scientific or like this particular suitable word you don't forget. Morphological barriers where we can observe means only in case of hercogamy. So these morphological barriers are formed in between the anthers and stigma of same flower. Okay, when the morphological barriers are there, so between the male and female reproductive system of same flower, so because of the presence of morphological barriers, so definitely favors to the cross pollination but not to the self pollination. So now here, what are the best examples here we can say means Gloriosa and one more is hibiscus And one more example, Calotropis. One more time, Gloriosa, Hibiscus, Calotropis. One more time, Gloriosa, Hibiscus and Calotropis. So all these are all different types of examples, so we can see. Okay, best example, once you see hibiscus, China rose is there. No, if you see the China rose there, male flower like anthers. Okay, so anthers are present just beneath of female reproductive system. So female reproductive system up on upper side we can see. You can count also, if you are observing the China rose flower, we can see or we can observe 5 stigmas. 5 stigmas and keele. So 5 stigmas keele we can find out the enormous number, so many number of which one we can find out, anthers we can find out. So thereby in that particular condition, no, so definitely that particular arrangement so definitely favors to the process of cross pollination. Definitely favors to the process of cross pollination. Next one, heterostyly. The word one more time you try to read, heterostyly. Ipo homostyly means, homo means the same height da. Ipo heterostyly means, can you guess, different heights. Means suppose if the style is situated in a different positions or different heights, means that particular side heading we can be taken as heterostyly. Now there is a difference. There is a difference in between the length of filaments of stamens and the length of style in flowers of same plants. One more time, once you see, in the difference between the length of filaments of stamens and the length of style in flowers of the same plants. So means here author what is the information is giving us, no? So definitely we can find out the length of the filaments of the stamens as well as the length of the style of flowers. So in this particular case, no, some of the plants are having long stamens with short style, and some other plants no, bear long style and like a short stamens. Reverse vice versa. Once you see long stamens, here short stamens, another plant. So thereby, and first plant nali short style is there, next plant ki long style is there. So thereby definitely all will be matched each other. Okay, so thereby that kind of plants also definitely. So what is a type of cross, what is a type of pollination favors means, definitely favors to the cross pollination. So best examples of a heterostyly, examples also you try to remember the important. Primula, this example remember paninga, and one more Primrose also remember paninga based on the convenience. So try to remember Linum also. Primrose, Primula, and one more is Linum, best examples of heterostyly. And some other books, no, Oxalis also is there. So some other books, no, so we can find out Oxalis examples also under heterostyly. So try to remember that particular information also. So in this particular case, so next one point of view, if you see there, no, next one self-sterility or self-incompatibility or like introspecific incompatibility. I think it is not appearing clearly, but through my voice you can get what is the sixth information, no, contrivances or adaptations. So self-sterility or which one incompatibility and introspecific incompatibility. Introspecific incompatibility. So here what is the information mainly we can discuss means, while asking this particular question, definitely this particular term is required. It is a genetic mechanism. So without mentioning this particular word, they cannot ask any question from this side heading. A point you understood. So what is the point? Genetic mechanism, they must mention this particular word. Genetic mechanism which prevents the self-pollination. Which prevents self-pollination. Self-pollination or the self-pollen means, once you see not pollination, self-pollen only you can remember. If it is a genetic mechanism, it prevents self-pollen. So what are the pollen grains? If once you see what are the pollen grains which are coming from the same flower, or what are the pollen grains which are coming from the other flower of the same plant, definitely not get the permission to form pollen tube. point you understood so thereby. So why here what is happening means, once you see there, once you let us study that, it is a genetic mechanism prevents the self pollen from fertilizing and the ovules by inhibiting the pollen grain germination and the pollen tube growth in the pistil. So means here it is a genetic mechanism, and in this particular case now, what are the pollen grains which are coming from the same flower, or what are the pollen grains which are coming from the another plant, another flower of the same plant, definitely will not be germinated. So thereby here, so definitely when these kind of pollen grains will not be germinated, why these kind of pollen grains not be germinated means, it is mainly it is genetic mechanism. Suppose genetic mechanism why, what is the meaning? No, once you see there, if male reproductive systems as well as female reproductive systems, genetic mechanism will be same. When genetic mechanism or the genetic sequence is the same, so that particular pollen, what is some female reproductive stigmas, receptacle is there, no, that particular receptacle not give the permission to the pollen grains. So thereby this pollen grains fails to form the pollen tube on the stigma. My dear students, so this particular phenomenon we have seen in like a pollen and pistil interaction once. In pollen and pistil interactions also, there we have seen two methods. One is self-compatibility, means right type, and one more is self-incompatibility, wrong type. Did you remember that one? So here also self-incompatibility means, what is the meaning? So what are the pollen grains which are coming from the same flower or another flower of or other flower of a same plant cannot be germinated. So this kind of a phenomenon, so very interesting phenomenon where we can see means well-known examples only here I have taken. So still so many examples are there, but we may get get fear of these examples. So that's why well-known examples I have given. So let us take Passiflora, grapes. White is vinifera, scientific name of grapes. Passiflora, apple we know very well, Pyrus malis, and tobacco plant. Like there 4 examples I took. One is a Passiflora, grapes, apple, and one more is tobacco. So all these are all different types of phenomena or different types of controversies, methods for the process of cross pollination or simply outbreeding devices. So outbreeding devices point of view, how many number of side headings are there? First one is, let us move from back to up. So self-sterility or self-incompatibility or introspecific incompatibility. Next one heterostyle. Next one hercogamy. Next one anthesis or chasmogamy. Next one protogyny. Next one protandry protogamy comes under dichogamy. Apro diclony or unisexuality. So likewise there are different types of outbreeding devices are there, my dear students. So revise until you get this information into your mind. Now let us start to discuss the backbone of this backbone to this video. Next explanation, listen carefully. Now agents of pollination. Agents of pollination point of view. So in this particular case, agents of pollination, there the plants use two abiotic. Plants use two abiotic types. So what are those? Two are there, not two abiotic. So there what are the main important things? No, one is wind and one more is water. So means agents of pollination, there are different types are there. So what are those? One is abiotic and one more is biotic. Ippu paringa, in abiotic no two types are there and biotic only one type is there. That is my intention. Okay ma. Ippu in abiotic how many types are there? Two are there. No, what are those? One is through wind and one more is through water. Through wind, suppose if a pollination is taking place, we will be taking as anemophily. And through water, pollination taking place means we will be taking as a hydrophily. So try to remember. So I have written like this. Next one, only one and only the type is there in biotic. So through animals. Animals means that kind of type of pollination we will call as like a zoophily. Zoophily only, no? Zoophily. Next one. So now here, now from here onwards, listen carefully. Majority of the plants use means here we are learning two things. or two agents, one is abiotic and one more is biotic. Now what is the conclusion in terms of these two, abiotic as well as biotic? Sir, which one is more, sir, or the majority of the plants how, sir, they will be pollinated means? So that particular information clue is majority of the plants use biotic agents for pollination. So majority of the plants use biotic agents only for the process of pollination. Now one more information. So here one more information I have brought in comparison of these two, sir. Now wind is there as well as water is there now in abiotic factors. Out of these two, which one is majority of the plants utilizes, sir, means wind da. So water koncham kammi da. Okay, so that particular point also, wind pollination it is quite common. Now wind pollination or the wind pollination is more common among the abiotic. Wind pollination, in case of abiotic factors, wind pollination plays an important role, and in comparison of abiotic and biotic, biotic the rombadiko. So likewise that information. Now let us have a look on the next information. Biotic means here we have taken a biotic means animals, zoophily. Okay, next one, by insects. Suppose if the biotic pollination is taking place by insects, we will be taking as entomophily, and by birds ornithophily, and by bats chiropterophily, and by ants what is the meaning of by agent? Okay, by bats means, so suppose if a pollination is taking place means, this particular point already I have given in previous video. So by ants or by termites, so we will be taking as a myrmecophily, and by snail melicophily, and by snake ophiophily. So likewise there are different types of pollination. So types are there. One more time let us revise. Biotic through animals, zoophily. Next one, by insects, entomophily, and by birds, ornithophily. Next one by bats, chiropterophily, and by ants or the termites, myrmecophily, and by snail melicophily, and by snake ophiophily. So that's why now let us discuss one by one there. Through wind, through wind, what are the main important points we can learn now? So that one let us start to discuss one by one. Anemophily. So anemophily, suppose if the pollination is taking place, through the wind, that particular phenomenon we can be taken as anemophily. So here when the pollen grains are transferred from the one flower to the another flower through the wind, then that kind of a pollination we will be taking as anemophily. Means anemophily is nothing but when the plants use this wind for the transfer of pollen grains from one plant to another plant. So that particular phenomenon we can be taken as anemophily. So example point of view. So what are the best examples we can be taken? Means cereal plants. So cereal plants, for example, maize. Okay, so maize, and also this kind of anemophily condition means wind pollination we can observe even in gymnosperms also. Okay, next one, what are the main important characteristic features of these anemophilous plants or anemophilous plants means? So here once you see there, anemophilous plants produce enormous amount of pollen grains. Don't forget. So here suppose if the plants are pollinating through wind, so definitely male reproductive system produce enormous number of pollen grains, abundant number. So simply we will use the word abundant. So here enormous and abundant both meanings same. Enormous amounts of pollen grains. Why sir here more number of pollen grains are produced than the number of female reproductive system? So pollination must take place through the wind. Suppose wind on which direction it will come, who knows? So we cannot find out. So at the time at least some suppose if some kind of or some amount of pollen grains suppose got missed, means remaining pollen grains chance is there to fall on the stigma of another flower. So thereby, so in wind pollinated plants, definitely, so these plants produce enormous number or enormous amounts of pollen grains. Next one, pollen grains are now here. What is the main important or what are the main important characteristics of pollen grains? Listen carefully. Important. Just up to here, these lines. Listen carefully. Now, pollen grains are very small. Why? Because they must move from the one place to another place. No, romba size adhikama irukana, they cannot travel through the wind, isn't it? That's why these pollen grains must be very small and lightweight. Weight also should not be more. And dry and non-sticky. These characters definitely they will confuse you. Okay, so what are the plants definitely pollinate through the wind? No, so they must be dry and non-sticky. They must have lightweight and they must be very small. Now stigma point of view, stigma large, hairy or feathery stigma must be there, or brushy stigma must be there. Hairy like structures or feathery stigma or brushy structure must be there, and mucilaginous sticky nature will be there. Means here on the stigma, mucilaginous glands or the mucilaginous chemicals must be there. Why? Because so here the pollen grains are coming towards the stigma. Suppose this stigma not having the mucilaginous sticky nature, means so what are the pollen grains coming on to the stigma? No, so definitely they must sticky. They must get a sticky nature or stick to the female reproductive system. Otherwise, sticky nature not there, means again through wind, no, that will be moved. Again that will move from the, again it will continue to transfer. Okay, suppose if the sticky like a stigma having a sticky nature, means so definitely what are the pollen grains come on to the stigma or the receptacle, you know, definitely it will be there only. I hope you understood my point, right? Next one, they often possess well exposed stamens, and they often possess well exposed stamens. So definitely here well exposed stamens must be there. Once you see that they often possess well exposed stamens. Here from here onwards important. Yellow clouds are formed in the pinus tree. Once you see one more time, yellow clouds are formed in a pinus tree due to the pollen grains. So here yellow clouds of formation takes place around the pinus tree because of the pollen grains, which are called sulfur shower. Sulfur shower. So on the pinus tree, no, because of the stamens or because of the pollen grains, which one formation taking place? So here yellow clouds of formation takes place. This particular phenomenon only we will be taking as sulfur shower. So just you try to remember, sulfur shower is nothing but, so when the yellow clouds are formed by the or in the pinus tree due to the pollen grains, no, that particular phenomenon we will be taking as sulfur shower. Sulfur shower. Next one, flowers are generally have, here these two lines you don't forget. Now the flowers generally have which one, single ovule in each ovary. Single ovule only will be there in each ovary. Each ovary consists of just a single ovule. And this particular point also important, that is numerous flowers are packed into a inflorescence or into the inflorescence. Ipu Kanakambram theriyano. This is the best example. Every year I will use this example only. So Kanakambram, if you see there, what are the main important points? The numerous of flowers are commonly packed into as an inflorescence. So there numerous of flowers are packed into inflorescence. Best example, so where we can see means cornucopia. Cornucopia, and it is quite common in grasses. It is means which one? Wind pollination. So this particular wind pollination very quite common in grasses. So here all these points means related to the pollen grains. Related to the pollen grains? So very small, lightweight, dry or the sticky pollen grains, and stigma point of view, large hairy or feathery stigma or brushy stigma must be there with mucilaginous sticky nature. Next one, like a flowers point of view, each flower must have single ovule in each ovary. Next one, numerous flowers and small also, here we can write small numerous of flowers all are packed together and form a inflorescence. Best example Kanakambram. So this kind of a phenomenon we can see in even cornucopia also. Okay, so and this particular wind pollination very quite common, quite common in grasses. So in grasses, this kind of wind pollination very familiarly we can observe. So this is the information regarding which one anemophily and the types of pollination and the agents of pollination, and before we have seen the information regarding contrivances for cross pollination. My dear students, watch these videos so without skip. So try to listen carefully, and if you get the knowledge, this entire information means definitely you can achieve good position in your life. So listen carefully and be safe at home.